Hello, it's good to have you join us again for your favorite program. This is Close Flow coming to you from NT2 Lagos Network Center. If you're joining us, I know we are streaming also live, so you can be part of this conversation as we continue to look at the story of Nigeria and the roles or the parts that many of us are playing, whether creditably or discreditably. Today again, we have decided to bring to the studio, well, one of the exemplary corporate citizens of this country, people who are saying to ourselves and who are saying to the rest of the world that there is so much to Nigeria than some of the stories that we hear either on television, on radio, or in newspapers. This corporate body, well, they have a product. They say it's 100% natural. I don't know about that. You are going to join the conversation and find out from them. They also say it is 100% made in Nigeria, nothing imported. Everything is made here. They also say to us they have testimonials from over 300 Nigerians who have used the product, and you can take it to heaven and say that yes, they have used the product and they enjoyed it. And they have been doing this for over 3 years, and the story is just escalating every day. Now, the questions we are going to be asking, how true are some of these claims? How real can we actually accept some of the things he is saying? And how can you benefit from what they are saying as a Nigerian and also as a member of this community? Well, we have decided to call into the studio on your behalf the managing director of the company, that is Adeolu Akinyemi, and we are speaking about Ruzy Herbal Bitters. You're welcome to Close Flow.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, you see, it is amazing some of the things they have said, but I will just try to give you a tip of the iceberg, and then Adeolu will now show me the evidence, because seeing is believing. That's what they tell us. They said to us that Ruzy Herbal Bitters can take care of diabetes, sexual underperformance. I'm sure a lot of men will be taking their barrels and paper now too. Then typhoid and malaria, vaginal discharge, menstruation anomalies, high blood pressure, waist, back, and joint pains. You know, all those waist and back, and all those boys on the street looking for, you know. And then fibroid, infertility, gonorrhea, syphilis, just name it. There seems to be a long... Now, Adeolu, is this an all cure? What is this now? Is this a magic potion?
Now, I'll tell you. We don't say that Ruzy Herbal Bitters takes care of those things. Those are the testimonies we have received. You know, by NAFDAC regulations, we are supposed to keep it, you know, just basic. This is Ruzy is a herbal drink. Test, try it, and see for yourself. But in the last 3 years, we've had an inundation of testimonies. Testimonies ranging from back pain, menstrual anomalies, erectile dysfunction. We have over 500 babies, okay, that have been testimonies of people who had infertility issues as a result of this product. We have asthma, we have a variety of things. So fundamentally, you know, for me as well, I also believe in the orthodox medicine paradigm that says one drug, one product. You know, one product, one drug. But reality is, in the last 3 years, I will tell you that I will not be living true to what I have seen if I don't tell you how it has been. How it has been is people have come to share testimony after testimony. I became a believer in these products, so we are not the manufacturers, we are the exclusive distributors.
Yes.
I became a believer in this product when we had given out the products free to a few people that came for a seminar, and they kept on coming back with their testimonies. My father has diabetes, it's helping him. My mother has high blood pressure, it's wonderful. I have a problem, I don't want to tell you the problem, but it's working. You know, and we've seen all sorts of those things.
Now, is it possible, I don't know if my producers have anything to show us about the testimonials. Now, if we just can have a clip of what some of these people are saying, just to show the veracity of what Adeolu is saying. If my producers have something, then they should let us have it so everybody can enjoy this. Yeah. Now, you said you don't manufacture this, but you have said to us that 100% natural, 100% made in Nigeria. How can you guarantee that?
Now, what's happening is we have a partnership. So there's a company that makes and there's a company that sells. So what we did was we did a partnership. The company is absolutely local. It's made in Nigeria. The products are 100% herbal, no artificial, everything that is even used to preserve it is natural as well. So it's 100% natural, and the benefits and the effects are almost, within 1 hour, within 2 hours, you can begin to feel the effect of something really happening because of this amazing product. We call it nature's pure marvel. So, of course, like you said, if we start sharing testimonies today, we'll share testimonies forever. We will not end. But seeing is believing.
Okay.
So we'll see something. Yeah.
No, I just wish my producers can let me have that testimonial before we go on. Now, but the thing that surprises me, some of the major ailments that we have in the city, in the urban centers, blood pressure, sugar level. All these are the things that are very prevalent.
Yeah.
And you're saying that Ruzu can help Nigerians combat all this.
Now, I'll tell you what happens. So Ruzy Herbal Bitters is a very strong antioxidant. So what you have happen is there's a fundamental root problem that creates all of these anomalies. It's called oxidative stress.
Yes.
So of course what happens is the body system, by virtue of the things we do, so the fumes we take in, the fast food we eat, the lack of exercise, even the orthodox medicine we take, after they have done what they're supposed to do in the body, they become waste as well. So the combination of all of these factors creates oxidative stress. When there's oxidative stress in the body, it can lead to a variety of things. It can lead to high blood pressure. It can lead to diabetes, depending on the organs that it affects, where the stress is accumulated. It can lead to a variety of things. So what Ruzu does is Ruzu tackles that oxidative stress. It's able to remove these free radicals from the bloodstream, and then gradually people begin to see return to normalcy in a variety of these things. Now, like I said, don't take my word for it. Let's listen to the people that have had experience with this, that something has happened with them, and let's see, what's possible.
And I would like to have those insights now, if my producers can let me have those insights of what people say about Ruzu. If it is possible to have it now, that is number one. Number two, one thing also that occurred to me, Adeolu, when you were speaking, is the fact that, Nigerians, they always want to, like they say, the taste of the taste of the pounded yam.
Yeah.
If you want to feel the pounded yam, you have to eat it first.
Yes.
So when you gave out the product,
yes,
what made you to give it out?
Now, I'll say what happened. So I was doing this. It was November 2014. I was doing this mentorship session, a conference that usually holds about 250 people. And while I was doing this conference, the manufacturer of this product came to meet me and said, "Sir, there's a product we have. We've been making this for about 7 years. We want to partner with you. We know you guys have a very strong sales system. Let's partner together, be the exclusive distributors nationwide, worldwide. Let's be making, you be selling." And I said, "Where is the product?" So they showed me this product and I said, "Is this sweet?" They said, "No, it's bitter." I said, "Bitter? I love sweet things. I can't drink bitter things." And he says, "Please, you can sell this." I said, "No, I'm not interested." So he said, "Okay."
Wow.
He said, "Okay, no problem." He attended the conference we were doing, and after a few days in the conference, he came back. He said, "You know what? I had a dream. And in that dream, I came to meet you again. And you said yes." I said, "Guy, you have to go back and sleep again. Because there's no way I will drink something bitter, let alone market it." I said, I can't do this." And then towards the end of the training, he came and says, "You know what? I hear you that you won't sell it. But I appreciate the fact that you've been such a blessing to us via this training. Can I show gratitude as well by offering you a few bottles of this so that I can give the students for free, as a compliment to the training that you have just done for us?" And I said, "Okay, that's not a problem." So we got a few bottles, about 250, shared to all the participants. Some left with theirs, some kept theirs there. And then people came back by the third day. People started coming back. And someone said, "Can I get 3 bottles of that thing I got yesterday?" 3 days ago. I said, 3 bottles. What for? He said, "Well, my father has diabetes. And he said there's nothing he has used that has helped him so much." So I wrote down diabetes. After 2 days, another person came back. I said, "Can I get a carton?" I said, "What happened to you? Does your father have diabetes?" He says, "No, my mother has high blood pressure, and this is amazing." I said, "Really?" And then a third day, another guy came and said, "Can I get 3 bottles?" I said, "Diabetes or high blood pressure?" He said, "No." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Don't worry. It's working."
I know my problem.
I know my problem. It's working. I'm better than saying, like, okay, you know what? So I called the man back and said, "You know what? It looks like this thing is working. It looks like testimonies are real. We're not instigating them.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not asking people for testimonies. We dash them. It was free. They want to buy cartons, they want to buy bottles. There's something here. Let's test this out on a bigger scale and see how far."
Okay, let's take a break. I think my producers are asking me for a break to see if we can get those testimonials in. We'll take a short break now. Then when we come back, I won't let him go anywhere because maybe I'm going to taste my own. Then I will tell you people what it's like. Okay, all right. So just stay with us.
Hello, it's a good day. My name is Benjamin Herbert. It all started on my left foot. Like I woke up one morning and I discovered it was swollen, not just the swelling. It was like it's been lacerated with razor blade and fresh pepper was poured on it. I looked at it like something that will just come and go. I tried to do some self-medication, it didn't work, it got worse. A few days before we went to the hospital, I discovered a very funny blister on top of the same leg. And I said, this is like, I didn't come close to any hot object or anything that should arise to, me having blisters on my feet.
I'm Mrs. Blessing Benjamin Herbert. I worked with a primary school close to the house. So at the moment when I discovered the pain my husband was experiencing, it wasn't an easy thing because I see him yearn for assistance. At night he was bedridden. So that's why I had to resign from my school where I taught in order to have time to assist him. He couldn't walk on his own. He had to be carried. So he now made an arrangement for wheelchair to aid his movement.
And I have a pastor friend, and he said, the way this thing is going, you're losing this leg. We need medical attention immediately. So that even if it's the option for amputation, you still have enough money after the amputation, whenever they will fix back into the legs and all that and all that.
I saw on my sister in church, I saw on her timeline soliciting money, and I was like, who is this? And I saw his brother Ben Herbert. It's somebody I know, used to attend my church. And I was just wondering what happened, how did this happen? The wounds were very bad. And I just sent a message to the MD and I said, I have an urgent case I need to discuss with you immediately. And when he called back to me, he said, let's start with Ruzu, let him drink it, let him use it to dress his wound. And if we need to do anything later, we will know.
So one of those days, I had a call from a sister in the church, Sister Kemi. And then she called to ask what actually is wrong with me, that she saw some very horrible pictures on the social media. And I said, yes, that it is me, and this and this and this are what I am going through. And then she said, but you had tried out Ruzy before when you had an issue with your hand. Why did you apply? I said, I never thought of it, though I have 2 bottles in my house. I went to a relations place to ask for financial assistance. And what the person gave me was 2 bottles of Ruzy. I was so angry. I had to come back without money that day. So I just dumped the Ruzy. I just dumped it in the corner of the room. So when she mentioned it, it dawned on me that, okay, now she said for me to send her my address so she could bring me a carton of the Ruzy. But when she had mentioned about trying, that she was coming with Ruzy, I knew that I had 2 bottles left in the house. So immediately I started using it.
He now called me baby, but that's what he calls me. He said, I can feel life on this leg. I said, you don't mean it? He said, yes. He said, do you know that he can even jump on the leg? I said, So this is the work of Ruzy.
What I keep experiencing is my wife that keeps encouraging me, saying, look. the sides are beginning to take shape, like it's becoming solid and it's closing up. And that had been our encounter till today. The very frightening wound on top, that in fact that connected half of my feet, of course they were rotten. From the under of my feet, there was a connecting kind of hole that linked up with the wound on top. It was the first one we saw first. That was a miracle we saw first, that the wound at the top was closing up. I'm talking about wound, the two of the wounds, they go this length in depth. In fact, at some point, if you want to clean it, the cotton will have to sink right into the foot. The wound became so deep that you could even see the bone of the smallest toe. You could touch it. That was how bad it was. I was in shock that the one that is up, the wound that was on the surface of the feet that connects to the one under the feet, it started closing up. And today, as I speak to you on this particular date, the one on the top has closed up completely. Sister Kemi was one of the people I gave that post to. And when she saw...
Amazing, really. Amazing, almost miraculous. Well, I'm not the... Let's hear from the horse's mouth. I'm not saying Adeolu is a horse here now, but let's hear from him. Now, that is a near miracle.
Yeah, it is. And this is just an example of many of the things we get to hear. And many times it sounds really just miraculous. So this guy, Ben Albert, had already gone on Facebook and was trying to raise money for amputation.
Wow.
So it was a friend of his that saw the adverts on Facebook, who used to know him as a worship leader in the church she attended, and said, what's happening to your leg? And says, are you going to try Ruzu? She came to my office and said, can we get Ruzu for him? I said, let's just even give him to help with this course, because this is one of the things that Ruzu does. And then he took it, he applied some, and gradually in a matter of less than 1 month, you can see the picture for yourself.
Wow.
Now in that video, he finally gets up, walks. He's been on the wheelchair because he couldn't walk anymore. The leg was getting really bad. It was coming out on the other end. And he got on the wheelchair, he's able to walk around. His life is improving. What he had was diabetes, and then the small sore refused to heal.
Yes.
And it began to degenerate. We have plenty of those examples of people who had been wearing slippers for 7 years. And they work in banks and corporate sectors, but they wear slippers because their legs are not healing. And in using Ruzu, less than a month, the legs are healed and they're wearing shoes again. We have cases of infertility. I have personal friends, who have been expecting children 5, 6, 7 years and nothing. And now they have children.
No, but we have to be a little bit...
Scientific.
Not really scientific, but just to be evidence-based.
Okay.
Now, have you had opportunities to interact with orthodox medical practitioners?
Oh, yes.
To let them look at this, examine it, and then give us a valid response to what...
I'll tell you, one of the things I love about evidence is that it shuts, it just makes everybody shut up. And then rather than ask, it doesn't work, it works, how does it work? Now we have, so it becomes, how is it achieving these responses? We have, and you'll see, we have testimonials from doctors for their personal challenges. We have testimonials from doctors, from clients that have used it. We have somebody who is like a toxicologist in the house, who, after he saw a few of the results personally, for his high blood pressure, for his diabetes, for his cholesterol challenges, when he saw what he was doing, he decided to go into the lab. So we have empirical data from testing the heart, the spine, the lungs, all the key organs of a heart, to check what exactly does Ruzu do. What does Ruzu do alone? What does Ruzu do in comparison with other things? And then in combination with other things that have negative effects on these vital organs. We have reports from doctors who have also used it for their clients, who are saying this is why this is happening like this, this is what happened here, this is what happened here. We have a particular case of a doctor who was already given a few months to die with liver cirrhosis, and who took this product. So she's become an evangelist, really, to say of the product, to say this did this for me. I'm going to tell everybody about it. Yeah. So we have, you see some of those testimonials in the break sessions.
Okay, yes, as we're going along. Now, there is something else again that I need to draw to your attention. The World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, has actually alerted local communities to begin to look at the medicinal values of natural ingredients, foods, and all that, and to begin to codify.
Okay.
So, do you think this is an attempt at doing that? Are you codifying local herbal knowledge, traditional healing abilities, or what is this really?
Now, I'll tell you what this is. So, like I said, we came into contact with this product after it had made the rounds for about 7 years. Of course, very skeletally. So I tell people in the first 1 month, we were able to achieve double the 7 years record in sales. So it's just basically coming to limelight. Now, and I'll tell you, one of the things...
But that's your sales gimmick.
Yes,
that's your own sales.
That's our sales capability. But let me tell you what happened. What happened was, so we asked ourselves, why is this product working? That was the first question we asked ourselves as well. Why this rave? Why is this working? So we decided to look at the product at a herbal level. So it's made up of 3 key herbs. We have Cogbulico pilosa, Colocicus citrullus, and Overia chamay. Now, so what exactly do those mean? What do they do?
On their own.
On their own. So we did a little research and we realized amazing things. So one of those herbs on its own has a 1,000 years history of usage, dating into the Bible, dating into the Quran, of what it has been used to tackle in times past. Things ranging from all the things that we currently claim, each of the herbal elements, if you look at them independently, have those capacities. So the Colocicus citrullus, which is called bara, I think in Yoruba is egusi, it looks like a cucumber, or bitter apple. If you look at the trace of what it has been used for at the herbal level, it's amazing. The Overia chamay, the same thing, which is like the bush banana. And then you have all of those key elements. Now, of course, inside the Ruzy Herbal bitters, you have a variety of herbs. So that's the 3 primary ones and a variety of others. So on a herbal level, there's justification for saying you can use this for this, you can use this for that. You know, so it's the combination that now makes it not non-toxic that becomes what you really need to codify or do intellectual property rights for. Yes. The fact that you can put these things together and they're not toxic. They're not toxic, and then they preserve for up to 2 years and more. Those are the real ingenious things that I believe the manufacturing company has been doing. Yeah.
Okay, now the good thing I must commend you for is that from the testimonials we have heard, now let's go to the extreme end.
Okay.
We know that Nigeria right now, population demographically, we are having more aging people. People are getting older. Then the urban life is putting more pressure on people.
Yeah.
So sugar on the table, salt in the food, oil and all that. So are we saying that Ruzy can help us overtake all those threats to life?
I'll tell you what I have seen in the last 3 years. I believe that the best gift any young person can give their parents is Ruzy Herbal bitters. The best thing you can give. So if you look at the variety of products, so for the
let's look at variety.
So for the black,
let me see the variety.
So for the Ruzy Black, for example, this is if a man from 40 years old and above. You know, ladies need makeup, you know, to look good in the morning. Men don't need makeup, but there's somewhere where you need makeup. Okay, so Ruzy Black does that makeup. So if you're 40 years and above, Ruzy Black is fantastic. All the way to 80, 90. Prostate issues, aphrodisiac for sexual issues, male vitals, Ruzy Black. Now for Ruzy Herbal bitters, I do for all age ranges, but particularly for people getting older. So statistics shows that once you clock 65, the chances that you have arthritis is 50%.
Yes.
Wear and tear of the joints and all the key areas. Amazing products, you know, in that regard. So the things that normally wear out as people grow older, Ruzy's capacity to, you know, to take care of oxidative stress allows you to free up some of those key elements. And then C is good for relaxation and rest. You are stressed up, the environment is stressful, people are struggling with sleep. This just takes all that stress out and allows you to sleep peacefully. So really, what we've realized is, so one young man called me and said, Adeolu, I don't sell this product. I have other business that I drive. He said, but my mother told me that the best thing I gave her last year
was Ruzy bitters.
That the best thing I gave her. That every day she calls me to say, look, it has finished. And for those who are, I'm sure calls will come in, people who have experienced this product, as in, when we get to meetings, I want to talk, the testimonies are mind-blowing.
So we don't need to say anything anymore?
We don't say anything. We just talk about how to make money, how to make money from it.
Okay, yes, we'll talk about how to make money before Adeolu takes me away from there, because you see, that I'm sure many of you are going to be calling very soon. But before you call, let me take a risk. If you can tell me the magical name for Ruzy Bitters, the name that Adeolu called it on this show, if you are the first person to give us that name, if you can send it to the producers, I will get Adeolu to give you each of these products free. If you are the first, that means you must get that name into the studio in the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, you've lost it. Now, let's look at getting this on the streets, Adeolu. You know our people.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that the itinerant traders who are trying to also meet the health needs, because I mean poverty is something that is prevalent.
Sure.
So our people still go to their local joints, to pick up all this. Now, so how do we help?
Okay, I think one of the ways we are trying to help is, first of all, the product's efficacy is unparalleled. As I speak to you, Ruzy Herbal is sold in America. Now. So we've gotten FDA approval. It's in America. We've sold the first time, and then the second time. It's becoming a regular in America. Now, of course, in Europe, in different countries, people, I won't say they smuggle it, but they send it around to their family members, to their friends. Yes. And the testimonies coming from there too is quite strong. So once efficacy is sorted out, is now distribution. How do we ensure it gets to the hands of everybody?
Everybody. And at the affordable rate.
Affordable rates. Now, what has gone on is we've driven this product for the last 2.5 years, 3 years. It's been slightly premium because of the distribution channel.
Yes.
But we're doing something this October, November, December, where we are giving back about 33%. So we are throwing the product out into the mass market, so that whereas they've bought this for 2,500 naira before, they can get it for 1,500 naira now.
Please say it again. Say it so that my viewers can get what you're saying.
Whereas this is normally sold for 2,500 naira, now around the streets of Lagos, in pharmacies, in different places around you, all over Nigeria, this is available for 1,500 naira.
Starting from when to when?
From October to December.
3 months.
3 months. Whereas it's sold for 5,000 naira, this can be picked at 3,000 naira now. So of course, these are the two products that are generic. Yes. So for the generic products, I say, you know what, let us come to the level of everybody. Because now, this is not a take one and drink and finish. No. You spend 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Going through that.
Going through this. You spend 1 month plus going through this. For the capsules, amazing. So you just take a pill. If you don't like bitter things, take a pop and you go. You take 30 days to go through that. So really, if you look at it on a daily basis, this is giving you less than 100 naira per day for your health. Now,
that's like just buying like a caffeine.
Yes. So the product and the product's efficacy is not within, is not in doubt.
Yes.
And then we're ensuring distribution, and this is not just Lagos, nationwide. So as I'm speaking to you in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Jos, in Maiduguri, in everywhere around Nigeria, we've ensured that to a good extent we have distribution in those places.
Now, my worry though, Adeolu, because again, I know you have NAFDAC's approval for all these things.
Yes.
And you have mentioned the fact that we don't have toxins coming from here. So toxicity is reduced. But is it eliminated?
Now I'll tell you, we have an article that will come out in one international journal in a few weeks from now, basically analyzing the toxicity of Ruzy Herbal bitters vis-a-vis other bitters in the market. So we're not doing we're doing a comparative analysis to say, look, where do we stand really compared to everywhere in the market? The product is good. There is no, as in the ranked with every other thing you find in the market space. And permit me, it's based on data. I'll say this is the best product in the market as far as toxicity is concerned. What it does to the heart, to the lungs, to the spine, to the liver, to the spleen, to the liver, to the key elements of the organs is positive. So you see, we don't test to say, okay, look, this is how it looks like for a perfectly healthy specimen. This is how it looks like for something that has challenges. This is what Ruzy Herbal bitters does. After it has been allocated and applied for a period of 1 week, for a period of 2 weeks, this is what happens when you take a species and you say, you know what, let me destroy it with alcohol. Okay, and then after I've destroyed the alcohol to a particular level, I measure it, I see how bad it has become, and then I administer Ruzy Herbal Bitters and I see what the difference is. And the difference is always positive.
Okay, we're going to take another break because if I allow this young man to keep speaking, it will convert all of us to Ruzy Bitters, not only users but also sellers. So we'll take a break now. Then when we come back, we would like all of you who are ready. I've given out a hint. If you can give me the magical name for Ruzy Bitters, the other name that the MD of the company pronounced here on this set now, if you are the first to give that name, I will persuade him to give you each of the range of the product. Otherwise, I will take it home. Because I know the answer. So join us when we come back.
When we came up with the team, say Operation Zero Tolerance, we were saying zero tolerance to deaths on our roads. We were saying having zero crashes, yes, on our roads.
We'd love to see you in Dashiki or Dandogo or Agada.
The youths have a very big chance of making a very big difference. That's why I started a lot of projects.
We have not been able to distinguish traditional medicine from traditional religion.
Every edition is an arresting conversation with distinguished Nigerians from various strata of the society, bearing their minds on how we can realize the Nigeria of our dreams. Join us live on Close Flow, Monday and Friday, every week here on NT2 Lagos Network Center. Close Flow.
My name is Olufumilayo Aino. I'm a medical doctor of 35 years practicing in the area of preventive health. I use Ruzy Herbal Bitters regularly to detoxify. I've recommended Ruzy Herbal Bitters for several people who have testified of amazing health benefits ranging from conditions like diabetes to arthritis to prevention of malaria. I recommend that every family should have a bottle of Ruzy Herbal Bitters in their home. Your body will certainly thank you for it.
All right, thank you for staying with us. And very quickly, I would like to say a big and huge thank you to all our viewers. It's a deluge here. Well, Adeolu is up to it. But I've not seen the answer. I asked you to give me the name. Adeolu mentioned the name that the product is widely known all over the world right now. If you have it, you will get, wherever you are in Lagos or in Nigeria, you will get all these products free because I've already told him and he has agreed. Well, okay, but to show you, I'm going to taste the product and tell you the truth, if it's bitter or if it's sweet. But first, now, wait, because I have so many questions from our viewers. So let me just quickly ask you. Now, all this money you're making, yes, you're selling, you're making money. So what are you giving back to Nigerians who are giving you money?
Okay, very good question. One of the things we set out to do with this product is to help lives. So we have an initiative called Helping Lives. And in the last 1 year, in the last 2 years of driving this product on this engine called Helping Lives, we've been able to help send over 300 children back to school. Now, here what we do. Yeah, I'll tell you.
300 children.
Over 300 children have been able to go back to school based on the Helping Lives initiative. So what we do is we say, the moment now we have distributors, and we said whenever any of our distributors earns 1 million naira, we will take 6 children and sponsor them to school. So once our distributors grow their business to a point where they can earn 1 million naira, we take 6 children to school.
6 children from the distributor or from the street?
Just 6 children from the street. We partnered with a back to school initiative to ensure that we can take children back to school. So we do that on an ongoing basis. Also, we're very CSR inclined. So one of the things we've also done is we've gone to the IDP camp in Adamawa to give a few items, products, some of the Ruzy Bitters for the health needs of the children there, and then some food products so that they can also eat as well. These are some of the initiatives that we do to support. We also we do a variety of things really, but we have a system in place to say every time this happens, this happens. Every time this happens, this happens. Wow. So not only is the company making money, we're also empowering people to make money. So like last year, revenue made by our distributors is on the upside of £500 million naira from distributors, from selling the product, driving the product, taking it at a good value and making sure it's available to the market. So
what if they make you that kind of money? What goes to them?
When they make it. They make the money. They have the money. Okay, the company also celebrates its leaders, its distributors, by taking them once in a while on a few international trips.
Okay, yes, I'm the next distributor. Before all of you now start registering, because I know my viewers, some of you are very fast with the biros and paper. Before you start registering, I am the lead distributor here. So you better contact me. Now, quickly, this is coming from Ibrahim from Orile. Do you have any collaboration with WHO for the sake of recommendation or endorsements?
Okay. Now, currently, we don't have anything yet with WHO. There are things that are in the pipeline. We trust God that we'll get all those endorsements. What we have today is we have endorsements from doctors. We have NAFDAC approval. We have FDA for America. We have a few people here.
Okay, so we have on the screen now, they visit to the IDPs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's us there. We want to share the products, give to them, spend some time with the children, offered food. You see the old gamut here.
And this you do this frequently, right?
Yes, we do from time to time. We do also have initiatives from time to time.
How was the reception at that IDP?
It was very good. Oh, yeah. It was very good. People who need something don't make choices.
Yes.
So they are happy to say, okay, thank you
Somebody
for that.
has identified with them.
That kind of thing.
Okay, all right. So Ibrahim also asked again, can a patient with hepatitis take Ruzu?
Oh, we have a few people that have shared testimonies about the hepatitis. We have a few people that are being managed also by some of the consultants that we have, doctors, the toxicologists, or people who have hepatitis who are on Ruzu bitters, and they are showing improvements. We've seen somebody who, has cancer, I think about 4th degree or something, move to 2 degrees. As in, we've had a variety of things, of people monitoring progress on different things based on the use of Ruzu bitters.
But of course, Ruzu bitters is water-based. It's not...
It's non-alcoholic. It's non-alcoholic. It's 100% natural, 0 alcohol.
Okay, Tunde from Ikota, some people are scared of taking some of these bitter herbals because of some of them contain alcohol. So you have already confirmed.
Yeah. This is a non-alcoholic. One of the key, of course, alcohol taking too much has effects on the liver. Yeah. So that's what we've done is we've also tried to see if you take alcohol and you take Ruzu bitters, what effect does it have? Ruzu has a reversal effect.
Oh. If you take alcohol and you take
if you're normal alcohol drinker, Ruzu
will help you to
Ruzu helps reverse.
So you guys, please contact me now. All right. Hajia from Ikoyi, is it advisable to give Ruzu to children?
Now, if you look at the pack, it says should not be taken by children less than 6 years old. But there have been very interesting cases. So typically the dosage is defined for that level. But if you have a child who has 1 year old, 2 years old, you can reduce the dosage if it's a very severe, because of all these things, people don't listen to you anymore when there's a problem.
Yes.
It has worked for the parents.
Yes.
Can it work for this? So very small dosages can be applied. Also, like for my children took it to boarding house with them. So the products are so good, they know that this is it's an anti-malaria.
Yes.
I can be using this so that I can like an insurance to ensure I don't get ill. My children have not been
preventive.
They've not been in the hospital for 3 years. Now, apart from taking it, it can also be applied topically. So if you have a wound, a cut, the wound will heal and clear up in record time. So wounds, cuts,
and children are predisposed to things like that.
And it doesn't prepare them like iodine. So it's a better option, actually.
Okay, Ajia, I hope you heard that. Gift from Surulere. What does the word Ruzu mean?
Okay, Ruzu means life. It means you have life. Yes. This is what it means. Now, it means different things to different people, but this is what it means.
In real sense.
Well, this is what it means coming from me and coming from here.
See, that is trade secret. That's what he's telling you, gift. Now, Emeka from Aja, how does one become a distributor? Aha! Emeka, I've said to you, contact me. He says, how does one become a distributor?
Okay, if you want to become a distributor, I'll give you a number that you can send a message to. There's an 0809 269 0000.
Please set up
0809 269 0000. Just send a message there, send a WhatsApp or SMS, and lock it in that you're interested in being a distributor. You get a message giving you the next steps.
Okay, make up 10%. Once you are registered. Now, Felicia from Victoria Island. Thanks for coming on NTA2. I can testify that Ruzy is a good product for employing empty one's bowel. It worked for me. That's Felicia.
Okay, yeah. People complain about constipation.
Felicia first.
Felicia, thank you very much for giving a shout out there. Ruzy, is amazing, and all of us are connected together by the efficacy of his amazing products. Yes, he helps with constipation and with bowel movement for people who have not been able to go to the toilet frequently. If you use Ruzy last thing at night, every morning you can clear your system and be back, and be back to yourself.
Okay, Uju from Egbeda, how do you regulate your retailers so as to avoid buying fake products? Thank you.
Okay, we have if you look at the bottle.
Yes, please, let's see the bottle.
Yes, if you look at the bottle, we have a code by the side here that says, please send the code under the cover to this number. The same number is where you go to distribution. That's the number I called for you.
Yes.
To verify that what you have is an original product. So we have an internal SMS system. Once you send the code, you get an SMS telling you
automatic.
This is from the company.
Wow.
Now, there are a few challenges here and there with different networks with the speed of getting messages. So if you don't get a message quickly enough, just send a WhatsApp message to the same number and get confirmation about whether your product is original or not. So we have an internal system to ensure that people can check whether what they have is correct or not.
Okay, so would you that satisfy you? Jeremiah from Ikpori, is there any specific seal that signifies or tells buyers of your own original product? What can buyers do for you? You're just explaining it now.
Explain, yeah.
So, Jeremiah, you heard what is said about that. Kaode from Oshodi. There are times when you buy the product, you see it, then you see that it's thick, but sometimes it's watery. Does that make the watery one fake?
Okay. No, it's a good question. So far you check the code and everything is fine, it's not fake. So yeah, there's a little difference between rainy season and dry season. So because it's purely herbal, during rainy season the roots are filled with water, so it's likely to be slightly watery. In the dry season it's drier, so and because the compositions are still the same, you have a slightly watery feeling, not as bitter as in the dry season, but it's still the same product and it's still very original.
Okay, we would like to have the code again so that we can get it right. If you can just turn it to the camera. Can you help me look at that on the side line there?
Okay, so you see the code there. It says you can send an SMS to this number, 0809 269 0000. 0809 269 0000. When you buy the bottle, you see the code by the side.
Yes.
And the code is under the cap. So under this.
Let's open it.
Yeah, so okay, let's open one. The one that you will taste here in the studio.
Yes, the one I'm going to taste, and I'll let you know if it's sweet or bitter, or if it's bringing money to my pocket or not. For some of you who are already looking at Emeka, let me just say to you again, if you want to register, yes, you can send that number, but if you don't contact me here, I can't verify your registration.
Yeah, another way you can get on board really is look for somebody who's already a distributor. Yeah.
Oh, quick.
Yeah, if you look at somebody who's a distributor, they can get you.
So on the flap, you can see exactly what is talking about here. So you just send
this to that number. If it doesn't give you an SMS on time, send a WhatsApp message. They will respond to you, because sometimes some of these networks have do not disturb features activated on them, and they may not always get the messages.
Okay, all right, let's go on. Amarachi, this should be a good one for you. Okay. Amarachi says, can a pregnant woman take Ruzy bitters?
Okay, on the bottle it says very clearly, this should not be used by people that are pregnant. Ruzy is very good if you are not pregnant. It helps you get pregnant. If you are pregnant, it's not very good for pregnant people. Yeah, it's not. It has some, I think they call it abortifacient properties, so that it flushes your system.
Yes.
So you don't want to use it if you are pregnant.
So Amarachi, please don't. You can use it to get pregnant. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
But you cannot use it once you are pregnant. You just must.
And of course, one of these. Yeah. So one of the key things to temple as well. If you want to use it to be pregnant, you use it before your ovulation. Once you are ovulating, you stop, and then check to see if you have taken in before you continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good one in there. Now there is something else I need to find out from you, because it's important when you said that because we are going to be predisposed to aging population.
Yes.
As we go in now,
Yes.
better medical facility and all that and all
Yes.
that. Now, so what do we do about our older people? You have said if you give them Ruzy Bitter, to be one of the best gifts.
Yes.
Now, can you expatiate on that?
Okay. Now, for everybody, Ruzy is important. But if you look at the things that oxidative stress affects, you see oxidative. So let me try and explain the concept a bit. I try to explain like an engineer. So when I eat food, my body needs the food. Now, when I eat the food is broken down into small particles, and then the food is carried by my transport system, which is my blood,
Yes.
all around my body. So my blood is my transport system. As it carries the blood around, the food around the blood, each of the cells of the body are like bus stops. They are demanding and saying, give me my own nutrients, give me my own nutrients, give me my own nutrients. Now, as they're taking their own nutrients, the blood is going across and passing nutrients across. Now, the body has a communication system, which is why it's saying, give me my own nutrients. Now, once there are oxygen radicals, so once some of it, so like I say, when the blood goes around, the blood needs fuel.
Yes.
The fuel for the blood is oxygen. So as you breathe in and breathe out, you are giving fuel to the transport system.
Yes.
Now, like any normal transport system, sometimes the oxygen or the fuel will leak. When the fuel leaks, it combines together to form radicals that are destructive to cells. Now, once the oxygen radicals pass around the body and they are destroying the cells, it happens gradually over the years. When the cell is damaged, the cell can be damaged and it doesn't talk again. The cell can be damaged and it doesn't respond again. So that when next the blood is carrying food across, it's carrying sugar, it's not asking for sugar. It's not asking for its own sugar. So they say that the person has high blood sugar. Because the blood is carrying the sugar and nobody is demanding for it. It's carrying the sugar, nobody is demanding for it. It's high blood sugar. Whenever the person has a wound, it won't heal on time. So all kind of things happen. Now, depending on the cells that have the damages, over time, you can have different things. You can have eye defects.
Yes.
You can have arthritis in the joints. You can have diabetes with multiple organs. You can have high blood pressure if it's around the heart. You can have a variety of challenges. So you realize that this damage happens over time. So the older you are growing, the more damages that you can have to take care of. Now, because Ruzy takes care of this, it's amazing for old people. Now, for young people young ladies who have menstrual pains, this helps with menstrual pains. For people that have backache based on the kind of work they do, this helps with all those kind of pains. But you'll find out as you grow older, the need to take care of your health increases.
Yes.
There are things that we can do as young people.
Yeah.
But as you are growing older, you begin to manage yourself. So we think it's going to be excellent for that group, while it is amazing for every other person. So of course, young people have various reasons to use Ruzy Herbal business as well.
Okay, now the flip side of this, there will be that some people, well, not even some people, NAFDAC also had warned at one point or the other that people should run away from bitters because some of these bitters are really damaging. You know, so how do you react to that?
I won't react badly to it because what NAFDAC is doing is good and it's correct. You know, one of the reasons why we cannot really post and say we are doing this, and we are doing that is because we also need to be guided because there are many people out there doing different things. Now, when NAFDAC comes and says these bitters are bad, they are not talking about us. They are talking about this unregulated space where there's no approval from NAFDAC, where the woman is just hawking a few drinks on her head and going around, and it's probably mixed with all sorts. You know, somebody said that some of these drugs for erectile dysfunction, so we will actually just take a tablet of something foreign, break it into pieces, and mix it with it. So there's need for regulation. We need to know what we are drinking. We need to know what exactly is there. And NAFDAC provides a layer to say, we have checked your processes, we have checked your factory, we've checked what you are doing, okay, and I give it to NAFDAC.
Yeah.
They are usually at the factory almost every month to check what we are doing. So we also send our own quality assurance to the factory to ensure that our quality process, our GMP process is perfect. But NAFDAC also comes from time to time to say, look, what are you guys doing? What's going on here? Change this, change that, remove this fan, put AC. All those kind of things are happening as well. So NAFDAC is correct when it says these bitters are harmful. If it is not regulated, if there's nobody checking it to see where it's being made, then you have a problem. But here we have NAFDAC numbers on it. We have you can see the packaging, you can see the way it looks. Anywhere in the world this goes, you can. The reason why we tell people is 100% natural is because you won't believe it's natural. You won't believe it is local. Okay, except you really
look
know.
at it, yes.
That's local.
Okay, now so let's look at the packaging. Yes, because I must mention that. So why did we repackage? What happened to us that we needed to repackage?
Yeah. Now, so one of the things we've tried to do as well is we ask ourselves, we're proudly Nigeria. We believe that, and I know everybody that's listening to me today knows, everywhere that Nigerians go, Nigerians excel. So academically we do well. In different countries, in their medical practice, you have Nigerians topping things and leading in various areas of life. And we say to ourselves, if this is made in Nigeria and is from Nigeria to the world, how should it look? So we've had that journey. It's been an interesting journey. So this is not the first time we're rebranding, but this is hopefully the last time we're rebranding for a while to come. The idea is to ensure that we have a product that anybody can pick from anywhere in the world and feel comfortable enough to drink. So if you're going to take this into your system, it needs to look good. And of course, you can agree with me, okay, that to a good extent, we've been able to achieve something, something unique in the packaging, in the quality. So what we do this rebranding for is to make it look good, make it look presentable, because it's a fantastic product. The black, the tea, the Ruzy Bitters, the capsules, and there's many more to come. So we have some amazing products also still in the pipeline.
That you're going to unleash.
They're going to be unleashed.
Before we do that, now some of the things that I see have more coming from from our viewers. Let me quickly run through them. Sonny Unka, you tried to answer the question, but no, you didn't get it right. Not miracle herbs. Well, he mentioned I said almost a miraculous thing, but he did not really say miracle herbs. What actually he said was that it's the water. It is the nature's pure marvel. Nature's pure marvel. So you didn't get it, but what did we do to Sonny?
We celebrate.
Sonny, thank you very much for sending that answer. Now, Richard from Ikoyi, where can I buy Ruzy Bitters? From any shop? Yes.
You can go to any pharmacy near you. Ruzy Bitters will be there. You can contact the number I gave you initially. Ruzy Bitters will be there. You can find any distributor around you.
I think you should give that number again on WhatsApp. I think
the WhatsApp number is 0809 269 0000. 0809 269 0000. It's the same number on the site. On the pack.
Okay, so Richard, please try and see if you can get it from there. Adedeji Jelili from Lagos, detoxifier, total cleanser, is that what it is?
Well, it detoxifies. It also has some antibacterial, it also has some, antibiotic features. So beyond detoxify, it does a few other things as well. But yes, it detoxifies.
Okay, Afusat from Ikorodu, where can I get it in Ikorodu? Afusat is really worried.
Just go to any pharmacy near you. To a good extent, pharmacies in Lagos are very well covered. Okay, so we have pharmacies who are selling this product, and they sell it well. It's available there. It's always in stock.
This is Monday from Ijoko in Ogun State. Wow, Mother, thank you. He says, I'm interested in the product. How am I to contact you? That number again.
Okay, that number again. If you want to be a pharmacist, a distributor, that number. If you want to buy, go to the pharmacy near you. If you want to do big time dealership, go, send a message to that number as well, 0809 269 0000, so that you can get access to how you can become a dealer. We're actually looking for people to take charge of different cities.
Oh, great.
So if you're able to if you're able to do 1,000 cartons, a city is available to you.
Okay, all right. So that's for you Monday from Ogun State. Now, would you say that we can use Ruzy Bitters for preventive?
I almost missed that. See, if you are, whether you have anything wrong with you or not, it is important to take Ruzy Bitters regularly. So people ask, after my ailment is gone, what do I do? No. We behaved ourselves into our ailments. We will behave ourselves out of our ailments. Okay, we will not just say, I have this challenge. No. This is a very good preventive. So I can share with you earlier, my children for the last 3 years, we didn't know they had not been to the hospital until we went to the hospital for, I think, some rashes, and then we couldn't find any card. And we were doing HMO, and they said, your child doesn't have a card. I said, how doesn't have a card? We've been paying HMO for the past 7 years.
Yes.
So how doesn't it? He said, you have not been here before. Now, why have they not been to the hospital for 3 years? Was it for the children? Weekends. Saturday morning is Ruzy morning. So everybody just resets the whole system, goes to toilet. My son knows when he says, Mommy, I need Ruzy. My daughter, the one we gave her to school, we've given her the second one. The first one has finished. She said she's not the only one using it. Her friends too are using it.
Yes.
Now she's 13 years old. So it's very good for prevention. Malaria prevention, amazing products. So whether you have anything going on with you or not, it's just good. I tell people, why do you take your bath? Is it because you play with sand? No. You take your bath because it's a normal sequence of every day to take your bath. The same way, it's a normal sequence of every day to detoxify. So just every day, just detoxify. Just take it. If you're no ailment at night, last night at night, take a cap, two caps, just detoxify. Take tablets, just detoxify. Cleanse your system, because somebody, you are cleaning your outside, who is cleaning your inside. You know, this helps you to clean your
Okay,
inside.
so before we leave, before we let Adeolu go from here, what's last word do you want to say to Nigerians? Because you're proudly Nigerian, you have said that already. So what do you want to say to our people to make this country a better one?
I want to say to Nigerians out there that this nation is a great nation. What makes great nations is great people. And it doesn't matter what we are going through today. We are going through a lot today because we have not accepted responsibility for the leadership of our nation. We've allowed a few people to run things and to run things aground. I want to encourage the Nigerian out there that you and I can be a part of the big vision called Nigeria by throwing our own quota. If all of us do the little we can, if all of us make our own little contributions in every sphere of influence where we are, we'll have a better nation. You know, I tell people the reason why buffaloes run from lions is not because buffaloes are not as strong as lions. No, it's because the lions who chase the buffaloes are united and the buffaloes who run away are disunited. There's a lot to gain in our unity by putting our hands together, our energies together, our resources together, and driving enterprise and driving social initiatives and driving things that, you know, make a difference in the lives of Nigerians. We can make a lot of things better. And, you know, join us. You can join us in this journey as well. This is a journey to help lives in their health, in their wealth. So we have a distribution system around this where people earn phenomenal income, travel abroad, earn cars, and a variety of things from driving this product. Join us in this big.
All right, if I don't stop him, he's going to be driving us all the way to the next hour. So we want to thank you so much for coming on Close Flow. For our viewers, we want to thank you again for staying with us and joining the conversation. Like we always say on this show, the conversation is never over. www.ntlnc.com, www.youtube.com/NTA to Lagos. Go there, search for what Adeolu has said, and share with your friends. Stay in good health and make good money from Ruzy. Thank you, and bye for now.